Good evening and welcome back to Transport Fever Tycoon 2. My name is Pooks and tonight we're continuing on with our Let's Play series of this game. As you can see, we're just chilling out here with our little trucky truck. He's turning into the depot of the highway ramp. We've got the refinery in the background. He's going to pick up some oil, I believe, and send it off to our plastic factory. Yep, here's the oil here. We're loading our camera right through it. And off we go. Fantastic. Yeah, so in the last playthrough, which was a little bit a while ago, I apologize for that. Just stuff happened, life intervened as it does, and basically I didn't have any time to do things. But I am back now, and I have time to do things. So hip hip hooray for that. And yeah, we're gonna continue on with what we started. So what we had started was getting goods built, getting them sent down to Kempston, starting to grow Kempston. You can see the demand is happening here as well. And we also want to really ramp up these goods so that we've got them flowing up through into Kempston, getting as far as Ackle, and then maybe transporting something back down the line to Kempston from the Ackle train as well. I'm not sure if we got as far as setting up a train. Yeah, we did. We got a train route here. If I just turn this on, then here it is, right? There must be at least, hopefully, one train on that. I'm really not sure. Let's just... no, apparently I made the line, and either I ran out of time and just didn't do it, or something was going on, right? Oh, actually, I think I worked out that I wasn't actually transporting steel anywhere, and that was a bit of a problem. Okay. So we have steel now, that's good. And what I'm thinking is whatever line is running this one, this is the Kempston good transfer, right? So it's going down here, it's dropping off some goods, it's picking up some steel and dropping it back here. Now, it may not be sufficient is the thing. Yeah. Because it's not always going to have goods to pick up. Or eventually that's going to overflow, essentially, and we'll want to just to direct goods back and forth as well. And at the moment we've got an awful lot of steel to be picking up, and yeah, we've got boats. We've got boats happening. Boats happening is a good thing. Walking Ackle Steel Construction. Oh man, I made this complex. I really did. Let's look into that further and just work out what I was doing. So this guy, yeah, it's gonna go down here and grab some construction materials, and then it's gonna run off from there to Ackleport and drop off that construction material, I'm pretty sure. Then it's gonna grab some steel and do the whole trip again. So that's all good. Yeah, I'm gonna leave that. I was thinking of putting a few more trucks on this route straight away, just seeing that there's a bit of stuff lined up here, but it may not be necessary. May not be necessary just yet. I am looking at this sort of thing here as well though, and thinking, hey, that bread could go straight into Kempston, keep growing things. And I know that I wanted to do machines at some point, which we do have machines coming in here onto the docks, right? So we could be sending those machines down the way to Kempston, or we could be building some locally, but I don't think we can build any locally, right? Maybe that was the idea. Yeah, that does seem to be the case. We also should be getting goods down to Uckfield as well. Ucklefield? Uckfield. Uckfield. Ah, that's the problem. You go away and you lose track of what you were doing, and you gotta pick it up again. Meantime, yeah, okay, here's our machine construction, right? So we got heaps of steel there, we just need more wood, apparently. And we got wood piling up the docks at all? It doesn't look like it. Not at all, in fact. We do have wood logs piling up here. I wonder if these are the latest and greatest, actually. Let's just check that out. So go to this, turn on this, grab this. Oh yeah, we need that one. Alright, here we are. Ben's truck with side stakes. Let's replace those. I think we can move it with an opal. Oh, maybe not. So this is capacity 8, loading speed of 2, right? Capacity of 12. Yeah, okay, so it's still going to be better to go replace it with an opals. So we'll do that. And that should help out that log situation here. We're just running over the logs. I think we should have a train running back and forth between here as well. Yeah, this little guy here. Not making really money off it. Occasionally we get a little bit of a spike that tells us we're getting a little bit of profit from that train, but not much. And yeah, this is why I haven't increased the amount of trucks, right? Because we do have a diminishing amount being stored here until we get our next ship, which is coming up with 123 of it, which is nice, but it's not amounts. Okay, I think I've got my balance for the time being. We have an awful lot of plastic being built, I suspect. Yeah. And just not enough steel. Steel will be the limiting factor for a while. Yeah, and I think I was discussing, can we get stuff up to this steel mill here to get steel in? Or maybe this one. That's all sounding fairly familiar. All these tools here too, just piled up. Fortunately, Apple does love its tools. Is that a Benz as well? Or is that a... original name still. Why are you guys all just kind of sitting there? Sir? I know it says red, but it says red everywhere to be fair, so I think you should just go, man. Is this a highway? It's been set up wrong, so the lights are timed wrong. See how long that takes. Wait a whole heap again. That's not good. That's not what we want. We're gonna downgrade this one, I think. To medium street. Magic tool. There we go. That gets rid of that traffic light and just frees up that a lot better. Alright. Let's work out a bit of a goal. So I think the screen's saying connecting things up, so let's continue on with that goal, right? That only seems to make sense to me. Now we have a little bit more stuff happening now, pretty sure. Just trying to get some So that's getting it down to Ackle, presumably, and supplying Ackle with that material. Our train here is definitely filling up the dock, our dual train here. These guys should be full up on their return journey pretty well. They are, and they're providing fuel down here too. Getting machines down there. So we get machines down there and then bring goods back, right? Now Ackle doesn't really need an awful lot at the moment, but it is going to be fairly consistent up the chain here. We're going to want goods here, we're going to want goods here. We're going to want, yeah, we want goods everywhere. Everyone's after them goodies. So, let's work out what can transport it. Let's look at trains that we can put in now. We do need a train depot for this line. We haven't set one up. I think we're going to put it down around here. Let's find a kind of a flattish point. Now, I'm probably going to want trains coming off either way here, so I'm actually going to set it up a little bit off slightly, and then use the tracks, so I think it's keep right is the principle. So that should do it. Leave. I swear I put down signals on this as well. Can't see a signal, single signal. Yeah. Apparently I can't speak either. Keep an eye. First though, I want to go, if we go into buying vehicles, what sort of cargo sort of things can we transport in a boxcar? Because I've had a thought. It could be a dangerous thought. But it could work out well as well. Right, so a boxcar can carry all of these things. So one of them is, of course, machines. But another one of them is plastic, right? So I know them getting a bit of trouble getting steel down here. And, you know, I've got some dudes doing some stuff. You know, they're doing some good stuff, don't get me wrong. They're doing their best. But I'm wondering if their best is ever really going to be good enough by having to transport steel all the way from here. But I could bring plastic down here. And I could take that plastic all the way up to Wellington. And I can get Wellington producing goods. Then I've got a source of steel right here that's not too far away. I should upgrade these roads as well while I'm staring at them. So that's kind of what I'm thinking. Can we get a very long range train to be profitable? I actually don't know here as well. That's the thing. It could be that it would be profitable to do so, or it could not be. Like, generally the game doesn't like inefficient designs, it seems. However, we get paid for the trips, right? Not for how much it costs to actually produce any end product. People don't seem to care about that. So if I manage to train plastic all the way up here. And we might actually want to do it by kind of splitting off the line here and taking it up along this way instead of, yeah, or we could even just split it off along here, right? Go straight up to Wellington. But yeah, if we did that, then that could be a bit of a positive situation. Then we get goods produced up here. We can start supplying Wellington with those goods straight away. We can kind of easily get them down to Northwich. The thing is that because we then have this great big plastic train, right, going, or multiple plastic trains going from Kempston all the way to Wellington, which means that we've got box cars available for a return trip, which means we can, anything that's produced or carried in a boxcar, we can get back the other way, which means we can say, okay, carry plastic up here, and then return goods and stop at Northwich, stop at Newport, stop at Ackle, and then go back to Kempston with the remainder of the goods. So it will kind of pay for itself both ways. Or I could pick up other things at different stations. So at Ackle. Hey man! Oh, we just hit a follower goal as well. Thank you very much. I've managed to crack 30. So Mr. Headshots, great timing. We're just trying to work out what's going on. Oh yep, go ahead with the question. There might be a little delay between when I see it in chat and when you get to type out as well, so. You can add mods? Do you mean that you can't add mods? That's a doozy. I haven't had that problem. Hang on, I'll just check it out. Okay, have you enabled the mods? So when you go into free play mode, you want to select it as custom, I think. If you check out, like there's a Let's Play series for this one on YouTube, on my YouTube channel. The very first episode should have me going to the right page to enable the mods. So do you get that option? Or is it a particular mod that's just not working as compared to others? Still thinking about this. Look here. I'm gonna keep playing just and just type into chat when you actually hear my responses to your questions. Try and work it out together while we continue to grow this. Alright, so we have that being produced. We've got plenty of steel waiting up here. I think I am going to duplicate some of these guys. You got some now? Sweet. Happy days. Glad I could help. You're welcome. But yeah, the mods I use are heavily based off another streamer slash YouTuber called Squirrel. He did a playthrough on a different map on the hard mode and seems far more confident in the game than I am. So I'm kind of working things out where he kind of knows what's going on, I think. But let's see here. Got goods here. I want goods to go off here, but I want to return product as well. Get food here. Get wheat to make food. Ah, yeah, here we are. We get food down that way. So we can train it down. And then drop off goods, pick up food, and get them down to Kempston as well. Yeah, let's do that. That's a very short sort of one, but I want to start actually doing some things and not just talking. Alright, we're going to make our stations relatively large now. How many platforms did I have on this one? 4, I think, yeah. Okay, so let's get that done. If you're wondering if the game is seeming a little bit jerky, then that's just not the stream. It is to some extent my computer as well. I don't know why. It could be that this game computer needs a bit of a restart or something. We don't want it too far out. We don't want it too far in. I think that should be okay. Alright, we'll get some tracks going on. Just connect it up to these ones, I think. Parallel tracks, best mod ever. Get rid of that. And we want it to run up there. Now we do have that truck sort of thing in the way. I'm actually happier for my trucks to have to go over a bridge than I am for my trains, because trains carry a lot more weight. That can be a bit more of a problem, so we're gonna do that quickly. You know what, that second line we should probably build at the same time, at least as far out as here, and that will make our lives a little bit easier later on. I believe it is a large country road that we've got going on here. This, and then we're going to tell it to start going up and make a bridge. Yep, like that. Cross. Yeah, that looks dodgy. Who would trust that? Seriously. Actually, we'll just do it like this, right? That'll work as well. There we go, and then just kind of connect these two up. Awesome. Alright, now let's grab this track, run it off like so. That should do that one. And that apparently doesn't work the same way. Huh. Oh no. Really? No. That's right, we'll just fix up the end part of it. Oh, I should have turned off parallel then. That's my bad, nothing to do with the mod. Just remembering when to turn it on and off is important. So we just put it across T here as well. Let's do the same, but it's not gonna. Really? You're not gonna let me? There we are. Will there. Beautiful. While I'm doing this, it's always a good idea to actually set this up straight away so you don't forget. And then we'll go do the same at the other end. And we're sweet. Alright, now next few things. We're turning alcohol into food, and then we want grain into alcohol in this situation. So I'm going to get rid of this little road here because it's actually not necessary to connect things up. I don't think this road is going to be necessary as well. Alright, so we've got 2 grain sources, which is good. That can get to our alcohol distillery, because it's going to take 2 grain to 1 alcohol, and then 1 alcohol to 2 food. So get rid of these roads as well. And we'll do our own roads here. Medium or large? Let's just go medium country roads. Put in a bit of a curve here because it just doesn't feel right otherwise. Run this across. You know what? A little bit of curvature wouldn't go amiss there either, to be honest. Here, and we want this to go up into a bridge. That's maybe not what I had in mind. There we are. That is a bridge as well. So that gives us a bit of a loop. So grain off to alcohol, alcohol to food, and then we just need a short loop for the food down to the train station, which is no bother. I made my train station a little bit closer to the food. I could have even avoided just that actually, but oh well. So we're going to need truck stations for this. We're going to go platform right. Yeah, that'll work. Probably not so many platforms. I might need 2 here eventually. Figure this, get rid of that. That's our exit, this is our entrance. Then go to streets, grab the highway exit. There, then oh, let's click. Sorry, have a similar sort of thing happening here. I want to be a bit smarter here. Actually, we want to probably put it, say, about here, and then configure. Exit will be here, entrance here. Now in terms of access, and we'll just peel off here, and then we're going to go off like so. And then finally we're going to want a truck stop down here as well. Actually probably doesn't matter as much on this one because it's only going to be grain that we're transporting back and forth here. So it's just going to be the platform length that counts a lot more. Because we'll have the grain pile up a fair bit here, I reckon. Okay, so we're also going to want a road depot, which we can just kind of drop here, I reckon. Nice. And then we're going to set up our transport loop. Here, here, here. So, Uckfield, oh, that's meant to be Uckfield, food creation. That'll work. I should be able to remember that, especially with the bright colors involved. Now it's going to be carrying, I can't use a dump truck because while it will transport food or grain, it won't transport the alcohol. So we're going to have to go with the opal tarpaulins. Might grab 10 of those, should give us a really good start. We'll color it up to the line and then we'll put it on that opal line. There we are. Off they go. Now we will need that food to end up going down to Kempston as well, so this is not the end of things. What we do need is one, this to be a better road and a type of road that's actually going to hop the train tracks as well. So this is again where we're going to have a bit of a bridge. Make it longer than strictly necessary. The reason for that is so that if I do need to expand this out and I've got more tracks that end up coming through here for whatever reason, then I have plenty of space to expand that. I'm trying to learn my lesson. I want to say I have learned my lesson, but that's probably not the case. Next up, we're going to grab that country road and just bring it down here. We need a connection. We also have this sort of situation. So really, they're going to turn into probably city streets at some point. So we're just going to co-op or anticipate the city's needs for streets and just build a few of them for them. I'm going to do that as well. Now from here we get a truck station. Now this guy could end up being a pretty big logistics center. So we're going to make it a little bit bigger for that reason. So drop it in like this, go here, configure, grab these cargo stations and just move them out as necessary. Particularly when we get train loads of stuff coming in, then it will want space. Go for exit. Of course, that's going to be a problem, so we'll just put the entrance in for a time being. We'll put a double entrance here as well, because again, that's probably what we're going to end up needing. No, don't destroy that. Oops. Configure back to the exits, and we'll go a double exit as well. Get those roads back in place. Normally I'm not playing at this speed as well, but I think this is a good example of that you don't always have to slow down like I do when I'm explaining things. Instead you can just go zip 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 and get things done. Alright, so it is going to be a one-way street that comes off here. So we'll go one-way street to there and then another one-way street up that way. And then we've got our logistics station set up. Overbuilt for Uckfield at the moment, but later on that will give us some good expansion points. So Uckfield really wants some goods in at the moment. So we're going to put a little truck drop-off station here. Now with our food line that we've just created, we're going to go a new line here and it's going to go down to here. Now we've got that on platform 2, which is great, exactly where it should be. And then, yeah, platform 1 works for me, so that's fine. And we're going to go food, Uckfield to station. And again, we're going to want a few trucks on that one, so we'll go buy those now. We'll grab grab 8 to start with. I started with an F, I'm pretty sure. So look up. There we are. Okay, next up, we're going to want goods down here, food up here. Very simple line. So, new line, station here, Kempston, to station here, Uckfield. So we'll call this rail, and then food, goods, Uckfield, Kempston. Very straightforward. Now, I'm only going to have one train on at the moment, but what we really should be doing here is setting up signaling. So just to keep good habits, I'm going to do that. So one-way signaling, I'm going to keep a keep right principle. Put these two down here. And you can see, because I've got that auto signal mod, that it's doing some good things for me. We're actually just going to turn it off. I want to get as close as possible, and then we'll turn it back on. So if I go here, what it should do, yeah, it's created all the signals 400 meters apart for me to keep a good flow of our trains happening. Now, on that little line that we just created, right, we want to put some specifications here. So in Uckfield, you're going to load food, right? And you're going to unload anything you happen to have. And then at Kempston, you're going to load goods, and you're going to unload anything you happen to have. That just makes things very clear about where things need to be loaded, and it prevents the lines from doing some really weird stuff. Now, the final thing, of course, is that we're going to want a drop-off point. So we're going to call this truck Uckfield Shuffle. And that way it's going to pick up anything that gets dropped off here, drop it into Park Road for us. Pretty straightforward, don't need to put any restrictions on that at this point in time. And again, we're going to want to buy some vehicles for that, so probably 3 is going to be enough on the Uckfield Shuffle. And we'll see how it goes. Later on, we'll probably need a few more. But basically it's going to be picking up goods, dropping it in here, and that's all that it needs to do. Cool. So we're also going to need a train to run on that newly created train line. It's going to use boxcars because that will transport food as well as transporting goods. Now, do we have electric? Yeah, so we've got catenary lines here. Go with this guy. At the moment though, it's such a short line and I'm not going to be transporting that much. I'm thinking just a PLM again. They're good value for money, the old PLMs. I'm not going to give it gondolas. I'm going to switch out the motor at some point, so we'll just go with the good old box cars because they can be upgraded later on. So we'll drop in a capacity of, say, 96. 96 is going to be, this is going to be absolute overkill here. So we'll buy it though, we'll give it that orange color, and we'll assign it to that line. Hit play. Now, what should happen if I've gotten all this right? Hey guys, what are you doing? You're here to drop off steel and pick up stuff. You're not got any steel to drop off. That makes sense because you haven't been down here yet. Alright, yeah, I only just bought them. So what should happen here is that these goods will start being split when they drop off between the station and between actually just delivering straight to Kempston. should be the operative word. In the meantime, I've got these guys all coming out. Autosave. I'm gonna actually muck around with that autosave just quickly. Maybe interface. No. Yeah. All right. Let's do it every hour. Just interrupts a wee bit too much, and the game is pretty stable. I haven't seen it crash yet, so famous last words, of course. The other thing we can do to help out our trucks here is just give them a bit of a better street or road to work with. In particular, this part here. So what we're actually going to do, I'm going to have to pause it to do this. So that everything, yeah, see, it's cracking up now, saying, "Hey, you've destroyed our way to get around the place." That's mean. I agree, it is mean. But that'll be a more direct route, so therefore we'll get more money from the line. And I've just upgraded the road that they're using, so that'll be greater speed from them as well. And this farm is absolutely spewing out the food as well. It's like, yeah, okay, guys, you want some food? I got some food for you. All the trucks are coming in, doing the rounds, picking up. Now, if you've got very little money, of course, then you shouldn't have bought all these trucks all at one time. I, of course, have plenty of money at the moment, so, well, especially for trucking at the moment, 67 mil is not all that much or very hard. But this should set up another sort of connection sort of thing that we start getting paid for. Especially keen to see how this steel continues to hold up. You're about to drop off another heap. Yeah, so we're losing steel at the moment when it drops off, which is not a good thing. A few more trucks might not go amiss. It's going to cost us a lot of money until we've got stuff going on. It looks so shiny though. I love how they just immediately turn around. 100% realism there. Should be big turning circles and stuff. Oh well. Oh well. Yeah, this thing is just starved of steel. We need a way to get steel down here, so it makes a lot more sense. What's this truck doing? Is it gonna turn right here? That's not how I wanted it to work. Oh man. Imagine just cruising along on a highway and it's like, yeah man, I'll just turn right here. This game. I do want goods coming up here too. Wondering if we start sending machines down to Kempston. I don't see why not. Where's Kempston want the machines actually? I think I'll need a final port of call here between the station and... That would only need a truck or two though. So down from here. It's taking a very short trip across from Kempston to the docks. Then getting transported up to this place here. Don't have that much of an overflow, really. It's yeah, because we need more planks. I don't think it's these ones, the boats that are, you know, not getting enough planks either. I think it's just the general vibe. Mind you, it is shipping off as much as it can produce, so maybe we just need to up the plankage here. We certainly have plenty here, so another train, maybe? Or could we just upgrade the lemon logs line? If we duplicate this train, maybe. Yep, let's do it. Get more logs going. We want more machines so we can send machines elsewhere. Yeah, I know the condition's bad. I don't care. Alright, so we got food being produced. Shipment is apparently an issue. Guys, aren't you shipping food down here? Maybe the station is not in. Alright, so let's fix that. Yeah, the station's not in range of where the drop-off points for the food is, I think. Yeah, they want food here. Alright, so need to fix that so we actually have that food that can go somewhere. Drop it there. And this is just going to be this really ridiculously short line. Oh, actually I should have put that on the other side. Fix it now. So that we go new line from here to here. Ridiculously short, right? You know, doesn't even deserve a name, so we'll just call it no name. And where's that depot? Truck depot? Be down here? Yeah, yep. A couple. It's gonna be two vehicles. And even then, I don't think I can justify it. Find the no name line. So the truck logistics station is within line of the train station here. So that should mean that this ends up with some shipment. Yeah, okay, now we've got some shipment happening. Saying, okay, I'm gonna start producing some food and start stacking it up here. We'll just turn on fast mode again. We go on speed, yeah, that's alright. Factory will actually start putting out some food for our trucks to pick up. Hopefully, come on, please. No? No, you're not? Why not? Why not? train and everything. These guys, there's 17 food awaiting you. And we have transport. Yep, these trucks are of the food carrying variety. Did I click on the wrong thing or something? Can I manage the vehicle here? Yep, they're all in good condition. It's a tarpaulin truck. Blitz. Ah, there we are. We have food. Yes. Maybe you just need some time. Alright, we'll give it some time. Does this affect this? Yeah, it does affect this speed. Alright. How are we going here? Oh, it's upgrading. That's what we like to see. We do have plenty of steel here at the moment. That's just after a ship's just been there. Ooh, look at the finances in that bad boy. Yeah. What's keeping us afloat? No pun intended. Yeah, so last few quarters we were losing money because we just built some stuff. Our upgrades are costing us a lot, mainly because I'm increasing our running costs a lot. It'll take a while for us to actually see the payoff on that. Particularly in relation to buying new trains that all they're doing is transporting logs. But we should end up with a bit of a surplus of planks now with the extra logs coming into this factory down here. And those planks make it down here. Works like this guy. I wonder if we just have a dedicated ship dropping logs here as well. We don't have logs stacked up here at all. I keep doing that. I think we need to dredge this river a little bit here. Let's do this weird bounce sort of thing that costs us money. That'll be a full load of logs for this guy coming back. Guy's just eating through those logs really quickly. Question is whether or not this one will have full load as well by the time it gets up. Yay, we've got goods starting to pile up there. Alright, that's good. No pun intended. And we should have this train taking back some food. Alright, yeah, that's started. It's started. It's little baby steps. Teeny tiny baby steps. Steps that need to be taken. Yeah, we're still hemorrhaging here, so I'm actually going to put in a temporary sort of solution to this, and that is called cargo buildings. So that'll allow us to store an extra 150 and hopefully stop some of that waste. Because we've got, I'm going to add another 2 onto that line. Think of something to transport back here, then let's put this down as mine displacement. Steel. Oh well. What we're going to do is start providing Kempston with machines, and Kempston can also start trying to get some goods up to Ackle. If we can do that, then I will call it happy. So for that, we obviously need to make use of these platforms and that line that I put over here. So let's just get that right one. Here we are. So at Ackle, I'm going to tell it to pick up machines. Now I'd actually want it to pick up tools, and we're going to go 50% on each, right? Then at Weybridge, you're going to unload tools and pick up nothing. And then at Kempston, you're going to unload everything, and then you're going to load goods, and you're going to go back to Ackle. So that's the game plan here on this particular line. Now we'll buy a vehicle for that as well. Again, we're going to start off with the PLM. Oh, can I run PLMs anymore? No. PLMs apparently have been phased out, and we're down to right, no PLMs for us. So we could do A3s or bad Vics. We're gonna go with the bad Vic because it's a little bit cheaper. And we're going to use box cars again, because that'll do machines, tools, and goods. So we'll add those guys in. Oh, an 80 capacity train for the time being. And we're going to want to upgrade it later on, but for the time being, that's the line as well. So off you go. Going with its normal colors as well, and I'll be interested to see what it should pop out of this one. Yeah. Now I don't think I have done signaling here either as well, so we'll probably fix that up now. Go like that, and then like that. So it's gone up to a point which is pretty normal. That. That. Actually, I don't mind either way. Oh no, because we're not going to send it back in, really. Oh well. Do that. Then do that. That should get us up to the next station. Yep. Drop that in. Drop that in. Should give us signals the other way, hopefully. Yes, it does. Good. And then we've got a cross T there, that's right. So go that and that. And it should give us signals of a fair way of the whack of the way. So we want that and then that, I believe. Now we've got all the signals that we need. This train's making its way up to its first stop. Now, because we've already got a transport route between Ackleport and Ackleholt, is it? Ackle train station, anyway. Oh, it's just called Ackle, okay. Either way, that should start putting some tools and some machines on the line for us. The tools will be coming down from here, where we have overabundance of tools. Absolutely smashing it. This train doesn't really seem to make us money either, which is a bit unfortunate. I think we're going to need more of them, because I really want to start supplying Weybridge with tools. So what we want to do here, I think this is going to be catchment for everything. Apparently not. Okay, let's fix that then. It's not going to be a country road, it's going to be a street. Like so. Hopefully that will fix. Nope. All the catchment issues for us. Alright, so the local logistics station can go here. Drop her down. Figure this one, get rid of that. Go street exits here. And then we want to give it some cargo capacity as well, because otherwise we lose product when the trains drop them off. And that's no fun. That's probably about it. All we're going to get there, and still get entrances. Ah, no, wrong one. That's an exit. We'll grab a street, and it's going to be a one-way. Too much slope, really? Come on. Don't do this to me. You're like a brother to me, Anakin. Oh, wait, no. Wrong game. So even this is overkill because all the industry is just going to build there. But it is necessary to do this tiny little loop here, where we're going to go new line between here and here. Weybridge loop. Again, not bothering too much with the naming convention because I'm not ever going to really put that much on it, I don't think. Put a road depot over here though, buy some trucks. Grand total of 2 again, just to get that Weybridge one going. Alright, let's speed it up and let's take a hop on a ride on the train. See Ackle in the distance there. Passing the machine factory on the left there. British rail lines. I like the little attention to detail that the signals just turn green as you're approaching them as well. Yeah, I was kind of interested actually to see which platform this train was going to choose. There we are, and it picked up absolutely nothing because there was nothing there for it to pick up. I don't think our tool one made it in time, which is a wee bit unfortunate. but it is what it is. Apparently this level crossing is quite bad for traffic as well, so we want to watch that, because if it interferes with my trams, then I'm not going to be a happy man. Alright, so 2 of the tools are going to be reserved for there. I think I am going to have to duplicate this train. It's going to want to pick up more machines to go to Immingham. We are providing machines up to Newport. Pretty sure the machines are reaching as far as Northwich. Yep, and as far as Wellington as well. So that's why we've got that great demand on machines. So it's probably just that there's not enough machines available, which is why this train isn't financially as good as it should be. So yeah, I'm actually going to duplicate it, even though, because I really want the tools to be getting out of our tool factory here, so it can start going down to Weybridge, start growing that town. In the meantime, we still have an awful lot of steel here, so I think we can maybe duplicate a couple more of these vehicles. Try and get as much happening off this one as possible, because we've got plenty of plastic in there. And Northwich now wants construction material. Where's Northwich again? That's all the way up here. Got 2 places that can make bricks or construction material, but yeah, they need like special stuff, like slag or sand, or even stone, which is not nearby. So not anytime soon. Mind you, we could try and get plastic down here. More goods that way. That was one of the thoughts that I had. Then I thought, oh, we want to really start getting stuff happening out this way and connect up all the towns, if we can. How are we going on earnings? Without the 9 million, I would have made 6, so we're all good for money still. I'm not sending myself bankrupt, always a good thing. Do we have steel piling up at the docks over here is a question. No, we don't. In fact, the main thing here is just going to be that... Are we piling up the... Yeah, look at these guys. Everyone wants some coal. Let's see if we can fix this. Alright, so... We've got to pile up, obviously, and we want to fix that. So the way that I'm going to do it is by dropping another cargo platform here. I'm probably going to have to do the same up here. Yeah, I knew it. I called it. You heard it here first, folks. Alright, so we get 2 cargo platforms. Now, that's probably also going to need to be replicated to some extent here. I'd love to put another cargo platform. Oh, I can actually. Just kind of sneak one at the end here. Pause quickly. I'm going to do new lines. I'm going to do a line from here to here. Now, you might ask why. Is because my limiting factor is the loading space, right? So if I give them a new place to load and unload, then I'm reducing my limiting factor. So at Ackle Branch, if I get them to use platform 2 for the coal, you know what, even platform 1, why not? So we're going to call Ackle Coal 2. Inventive, I know. And then we're going to do the same thing over here. Ackle West to here, Ackle Branch. Ackle Branch, you're going to use platform 2. In West, you're using platform 1, right? So we're going to say Ackle Ore 2. And then on some of these vehicles that are piling up, right? 8, 9, 10, right? So we'll just put them onto Ackle Ore 2. And then we're going to do the same thing over here with the vehicles that we've got on Ackle Coal. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And put them on Ackle Coal 2. And that should improve my situation somewhat. Eventually. The thing at the moment is that they're all still piled up because they're piled up behind this one. And it had multiple entrances in. But that's starting to resolve it. We're getting some coal pile up on the second platform as well, which is exactly what we want to see. Apparently all the ones waiting are the trucks that I selected. And we should start seeing, hopefully, this start to split its output between the two places. Because ultimately this is 1200 coal, right? And so at the moment this is not using all of that. Our production is not up there. And you can generally tell if you're seeing all this coal just kind of piling up and spilling over. Now at the other end, we should start seeing them. Yeah, they're making use of all the different areas, which is great. Exactly what we want to see. We should start seeing a higher output of. Why are you waiting? What we might actually do is do a little bit of surgery here as well. Get rid of that. It's actually not necessary because this should be encatchment of this without that road. It should stop that kind of weird waiting situation. This is something I can't necessarily do much about. But even then, that has enormously improved the flow of trucks here. No one's waiting. We've got the same amount of trucks, but everyone's filling up and moving on. So that should mean that more product is being delivered here, and therefore more steel is being delivered here. More steel is just going to be a good thing for everyone involved. Yeah, and so we're running out of steel. This truck's just going to pick up the last of it. This ship is not going to make it in time. I'm kind of curious to see if I do have any new ships types. I think I've been using, yeah, we're still stuck on the Schaffhausens. We have cleared a lot of the backlog here. Get it? Backlog. It's terrible, I know, but it had to be said. It just had to be. Getting full loads, or maybe it's just better loads. This is getting heaps of stuff. We've got plenty of logs awaiting here. I'm wondering at the moment if the next thing that we want to do is maybe just add a ship or two to the route. Make sure plenty of ships can get down. Get these logs down here. This is working flat out. This is what we want to see here. Well, it's not working flat out actually. There's still going to be a lack of planks. Planks were the word that I was looking for there. Planks and or cloth or silver, it looks like. So that would have been meaning getting plastic down there somehow, or grain down there to make plastic, and then that in there, and then we still need silver of some description. Yeah. See, I'm second guessing myself, but I'm not coming up with better answers, so I'm not sure if that's a good or a bad thing. Hopefully these trucks at some point in their lives have managed to transport a tool. Yes, they have. Maybe about 3 tools. Local economy going gangbusters. There literally was 3. Oh no. Alright, so what have we got here? Yeah, we got a bit waiting for the Ackle Kempston Tools machine sort of situation. And this guy is bringing some goods back as well, so that is a good thing. Man, the puns, I'm not even trying. They're just popping out. Terrible. I'm gonna want to fix this up as well. This should be a double sort of thing here, and then we do some kind of interchange somewhere. Alright, yeah, and that just went into positive finances doing that. That's great. Probably want a few of these trains, otherwise it's going to be too few and far between the pickup and drop-offs. Ackle food run there. Ackle is getting into a fairly good city here as well. Population of 1,000. Boom. Look at all these skyscrapers. Apparently could use some more tools. Really. But we're making everyone pretty happy. That is, that's a good thing. I wonder what traffic's like as well. I think the traffic would get pretty terrible, but apparently not. The old tram system is working a treat. Yeah, there we go. We've got some tools dropped off. I'll keep them happy. Yeah, so this is actually doing a full return journey with machines and tools as well. So it's a little bit surprising, really. To the point where I'm thinking that we could duplicate that guy pretty soon. It's got 34 tools lined up to be taken up to Ackle as well. That's half its capacity. Things are happening, hurrah! Kempston's growing, it's got all the food it needs. It's not getting all the machines it needs. It's only getting all the goods it needs, as you would expect with a local goods factory. Uckfield is getting a few goods itself as well. In fact, yeah, that was just a drop off then though, so yeah, this train is just killing us financially though. I'm hoping that these guys start demanding construction material or something and maybe hook some stone up to this brick. God knows where we've got local stone though. We don't have local stone, that's right. We've got marble, but we need marble and stone to do that one. Yeah, this map was doing me no favors. We'll persevere. Yeah, there's a stone over here, so we somehow need to get it back and forth. Yeah. That's a future Pitbook's problem. Alright, I'm getting happier now. I think really what we want to see soon is some new machine types, new transport types in particular, so I'm just going to up the date speed a little bit. In particular, I want to see diesel trains would definitely make a big difference in transporting goods. And new boat types would be really cool as well. So we'll start seeing those as we progress through history. We do have an awful lot of tools that are being... Oh no, we're starting to transport a few of them actually, that's good. It's mainly this, again, it's the steel consumption. It's all just kind of sitting at the station here. So, yeah, this guy, he's never made us any money. But it is really crucial to getting other bits and pieces done. Wondering if we can change him somehow. I think it's a what engine type that is. No way to find out here. Horrible condition apparently. Maybe it's an A3. Edit. If it's an A3 then I've done myself a bit of a silly turn here, because I don't think these cargo carts are the right type. I think I'll put on the small ones, right? Really want the big ones. So otherwise this thing's max speed would be like 50. Edit you up. Let's see if we can give you a better rap here, man. So, cargo flat cars can go up to 80 kilometers an hour. Down to station length really, or platform length. I can't remember what my lengths are. I think I may have made this guy a little bit too short. That relates to capacity. So let's just do a comparison by putting in a new building side by side, right? So this is 240 meters. Alright, so we can, yeah, 240 is probably what that is. What about this guy? Same, alright. What was the length of that train? Is that you? Yeah. And you're definitely only doing 50. So, and it is 120 meters. So we could double the length of this train. Right, let's do it. Let's make it carry some more, buddy. It's $1 million a year to run that guy. I can't remember whether or not I've put in a bad for the time being. I can't remember if it's electrified because I'm just going to break things otherwise. And let's get you up to 240 meter length. Beautiful, perfect. It's going to cost us $9.5 million. But there it is. New train, brand spanking new. Look at it go. It's going to go faster for a start, or it has the capacity to. Whether or not the bad big engine can really do that, probably not. It might be a little bit too much weight, really, for it to realistically achieve that sort of speed. Certainly not as top. Actually, it'll tell us if we were on the edit vehicle section, right? It's mediocre. Yeah, on a flat, it will get up to 80 kilometers in 150 seconds or 4. Yeah, so it's not going to deal with any kind of slope all that well, basically, is what it's telling us. But if we click on it, we can see that it's managed to get up to 51, 52 on the curve here. Which is probably all we can hope for, but we have doubled its length and therefore the amount of goods that it's transporting. So with any luck... Oh no, we're out of luck. No luck for us. Should really put the signal a little bit closer here. Let's grab that. Turn off auto signal. Look, you can get a smidgen closer, buddy. Now, the other thing that I want to do here is whatever line that is, I'm going to steal Newport. This one. I'm going to set up alternate stations. So if I can't use one platform, it can go to the other one. So I'm going to tell it to, where is it, Newport Pagnell. You can also use that as an alternate. So if it's occupied, it'll select the other platform, basically. And that kind of stops them from just kind of sitting outside a station when they could be using just an alternate. It's a relatively recent update to the game. Kind of nice to see, really. Alright, so 160,000. Oh, sorry, 160 steel is what it's carrying. Let's see if it can get to the other end of this line and still be making some money. We can see the expense piled up a fair bit on that first run there. But if we can get this steel to where it's going in a reasonable amount of time, then we should start making some good dollars, even though it's only a one-way trip. It'd be nice if we could be transporting something else back here. Maybe someday if we get logs, or sorry, planks down here to go off some other direction, then that could be a possibility. Alright, so that's kind of matched it on its trip, so we might be okay, or we might just be still on a break-even situation. On the plus side though, we're now storing up a whole heap of steel in this thing, and that will mean that it will be able to produce more and be able to ship more, because we we're certainly getting all his tools out of it now as well. And that's just by doubling the capacity of this train and by giving it a new engine that's a little bit faster, a little bit better. And it costs more, of course, but oh well. That is just how it works. The PLM just kind of snuck in there and said, nope, sir, this is mine. This guy's here to pick up bread, I'm pretty sure. Incredibly busy station. Yep, it's the bread train. In the meantime, the fuel train has been here, and Newport Pagnell has grown a whole heap as well. This was just a kind of tiny little transit city. Wellington was actually our first city, and that's grown the least, I think. Apparently, we did you no favors by being first, Wellington. And how's Northwich going? Yeah, so that's gonna, it really needs goods or more machines to really start taking off. Immingham is doing pretty well as well. Walking is not, but that's kind of, you know, walking is the arse end of nowhere, really. It's probably even the case in real life, I don't know, but sorry anyone who's from, oh, we got new things, look. We got Sora Type C vehicles, alright, so what's the difference on the Soras? Let's check it out. Little red cars, okay. So let's compare that to the Opel Tarpaulins. I think it's going to be the best way. So 60 kilometers an hour, less power in them, much faster loading speed. So these guys are going to be really good for short trips, I would say. And it's got about the slightly lower capacity. Yeah, so short trips are the name of the game with the Soras, I think. We also get a type with side stakes that we don't get from the Opel. We're stuck with the Benzes on that, so you're actually better off just using the Opel Tarpaulins. Okay, that's good to know. Got this guy coming in, dropping off some more oil sand. Certainly not getting storage there, so I'm almost thinking that maybe duplicating a couple more of these ships might not be a bad idea either. Because that sand is really the limiting factor on our construction, which is transporting everything. It just doesn't have the shipment, which means that we don't have enough demand for construction material. So that's 195, 115. I know that Aqua wants bricks as well, not much granted, but maybe we need a way to get construction material up to Newport Pagnell. Which could be a way for our steel train to make a loop. So it could drop off steel, come down here, pick up construction material, run it down to Newport, drop it off, pick up steel, and you know, so on and so forth. Alright. But unfortunately, I think this is where we're going to have to leave it for tonight. It is getting a little bit late at my end. So thank you very much for everyone for watching tonight and for your patience in between streams as well. I know there was a bit of a break between this series. So yeah, just life intervenes. So I will say thank you again for watching. I hope you've enjoyed it. Shout out to me if you do want to see more of this, if you want to see something different, if you're getting bored, I don't know. I like this game still. It's still presenting a challenge to me, so I'm going to keep playing it. But it doesn't mean that you have to watch at the same time, or that we can't be doing, oh look at all these passengers. We need a new passenger situation. Yeah, hang on, what's going on? And this is how the game gets you, right? You see these problems and you think, oh, I need to fix that, and I need to fix that, and then at 1 AM and oh my god, I need to go to So, to avoid us getting to that point, but look here, even here, these guys, so many things that I just need to fix. Like our public transport system is stuffed. But before this comes into a just one more turn sort of loop, I will call it quits for tonight. Thank you again for watching. I'll see you in the next stream. My name is Spooks, and see ya.